Ever wondered what would happen if all the villains, the masterminds of chaos from every story we've ever known, decided to team up? Imagine a world where the Joker's unpredictable anarchy meets Voldemort's calculated cruelty, and they're both taking notice from Sena's cold, universal logic. It's a terrifying thought, right? A super league of antagonists, united not by a shared goal of world domination, but by a twisted sense of order, a dark philosophy that they believe will ultimately save humanity from itself. Their first move isn't what you'd expect. No more grand explosions, no more cities held hostage. Instead, they start by solving the world's biggest problems, but in the most ruthless ways imaginable. They eradicate poverty, not through charity, but by eliminating what they deem as non-productive populations. They end wars, not through diplomacy, but by vaporizing all warring factions. Climate change, solved overnight by shutting down industries and punishing polluters with terrifying efficiency. The world, on the surface, becomes a utopia. Crime rates plummet to zero. The air is clean. There is no more hunger. But this perfect world comes at an unbearable cost. Fear becomes the new currency. Freedom of thought is a crime. Every action is monitored. Every deviation from the strict code of conduct is met with instant merciless correction. The heroes, our symbols of hope, are powerless. How can you fight an enemy that has, by all measurable standards, made the world a better place? Superman can't punch a statistic showing zero world hunger. Captain America can't argue against a world with no more war. They are caught in a moral checkmate. This is the great conundrum. The villains have created a world without suffering, but also without freedom, without art, without love, without the beautiful, messy chaos of being human. They've built a perfect cage. And the way, the people living in it, are forced to ask ourselves a horrifying question. Is a life of perfect, comfortable servitude better than a life of difficult, chaotic freedom? The villains argue they've given you as paradise. They've removed the burdens of choice and the failure. But what they've truly removed is our humanity, our right to strive, to make mistakes, to fall and to get back up again. The heroes, now seen as rebels and the troublemakers, must find a new way to fight. Not for a return to the flawed world of yesterday, but for a future where humanity can choose its own path, even if that path is imperfect. The battle is no more longer against super weapons, but against an idea. The fight is for our very soul. So, what do you think? Would you choose the perfect cage or the chaotic freedom? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks for watching.